best game ever. Perhaps one of my favorite games of all time. That famous arpeggio. The audio is really loud. No, I'm not going to stop here. The opening credits to this game is like an experience. Okay. I could do a new game. I already have a save file. Let's see. I want to play the special movie first.
Long ago, we looked upon a foreboding sky. The memory of the star that threatened all burns eternal in our hearts. In its wake came an age of silence. Yet with each fond remembrance, we knew those encountered were not forgotten. That someday we would see them again. Perhaps it was no more than wishful thinking. But after the long calm, there are now the beginnings of a stir. The reunion at hand may bring joy, it may bring fear, but let us embrace whatever it brings. For they are coming back. At last, the promise has been made.
Ah, God, I am super excited that they're remaking this game. It wasn't something I specifically asked for, but man, am I really excited. So let's do a new game. So, okay, opening movie. The best opening movie ever. wrong one. We're gonna turn this down a bit so you can actually hear me. Good. So let's go. So this guy, this motherfucker right here, this ex-soldier, one of the best, or one of my favorite characters in gaming. You may know him from Super Smash Bros. That's fine. It also means you're probably, but whatever. I know you can find a potion here. Okay. Ah, man. Controls are a mess. Oh, shit. Never encountered a random battle here. That is really interesting. Of course, Cloud is way over level at this point. Okay, there we go. So, let's get a move on. So, yeah, main character's name by default is Cloud. And I'm really tempted to either keep it that way or rename him to something I have in mind. Let's see. I might just... Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. But no. We're gonna do Cloud. And he doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything. So let's... Okay, this guy is Barrett. He is at least one of my favorite characters in the game. And... I actually might rename him to something extremely obvious. There we go. So let's get a move on. They're hacking their way inside the Mako reactor. I believe this is number 7. I could be... Let's see. Yeah. Oh, shit. I guess I can show off magic. He's a robot, so he should be weak against Bolt. And sure enough, he is. And we got an Ether, which restores her magic. Yeah. And I really like this song right here. By the way, I should mention right now, this game is anime as fuck. And that's fine. It's very clearly inspired by cyberpunk. And fantasy, of course. This game is called Final Fantasy VII. Jesse. You're doing some classic hacking. Oh, wait a minute. I think we'll come back, but I won't get this. Phoenix down. That revives a party member. So, the purpose of the reactor is that it drains the planet's energy. And it drains the planet's energy for electricity and power. However, though, the thing is, only the rich really see the benefit. So we got Cloud and Mr. T. We're gonna both these SOBs. And yes, Mr. T does have a gun. I believe, though, I'm playing the PS4 version, obviously, but, if you press... This game has hacks, so I think... Yeah, if you press the left stick, it speeds up the game. If you press on the right stick, it heals you completely. And then if you press, both, you can eliminate random encounters. I'm not going to be using these as often. But just wanted to show you in case, you know, in case you want to play through it on easy mode. Oh, wait a minute. Potion. And in Grand Final Fantasy tradition, your character is completely moved to a different spot to engage in combat. You should absolutely get this game. I don't know how much it is on PSN. I think it's like 10 or 15 bucks, but that is well worth the asking price. Speaking of which, I'm going to... Though, in all fairness though, I have not seen this game go on sale all that often. Okay. I had the sound effects up way too high. And actually, you know what? There we go. Perfect. Red with some green in the corner. And that is why I spend an absurd amount of time messing around in the menus in an RPG. So let's go. Okay, so this out-of-place looking thing is a save point, which I'm going to use. Yeah, we're gonna put on slot 6 because I like being random. Ah, there we go. Ah, and it's a back attack. That's nice. Ah, missed. Cloud, I thought you were the biggest badass in video games. Okay. So we got restore materia. We'll find out what that means later. So we're gonna blow this place up because, you know, we're saving the environment. Avalanche, which is what the mercenary group that Cloud and Mr. T are a part of. They're here to basically stop Mako from coming up under the earth. And I know these are weird terms, but you'll understand later. And there's our first boss. Okay. Now here's the first new mechanic. Limit breaks. If your character gets hit enough, he will eventually build up this meter, the limit meter, and then once it's all filled up, you can do a special attack. In this case, it's Braver. We haven't seen what this boss's gimmick is. It's going to bite me in the ass, and there it is. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. So we're gonna play defense right now. Okay, there it is. So we'll see Barrett's low limit break, the big shot. Because I said field messages to very fast, but what he said, like when he started putting up his tail, is that if he puts off his tail, it'll counterattack. Okay. We'll do more bolt. You can never have enough bolt. And there we go. First boss is defeated. We got a weapon for Barrett, the assault gun. And we're gonna blow this place up. So, let's go. We got 10 minutes to get our ass out. And then... I, of course, wasted most of that time. Well, not most of that time. I, of course, wasted time trying to save. And there is random encounters during this part, and the timer will still tick down. But you have plenty of time to get out. You gotta get her. We save Jesse, our partner in crime. Okay, there we go. Random encounter. Gotta love these things. We're gonna use more bolt. Okay. I suppose I can turn off random encounters, but... Nah. We gotta play this like we did back in, whenever this game came out, I think, 1997. Occasionally, though, I will Maybe I'll turn it off, but yeah. Let's speed this up. In case, you know, random battle gets monotonous or something, then it's best to get through it as fast as we can. But we're almost out. We got 7 minutes left. We're already out, basically. And boom! We blew up the first reactor. God, that's one of my favorite beginnings to a game. Like, ever. I love how exciting that is. So let's blow this popsicle stand. And hey, it's that girl from the intro movie. A flower girl. So what happened? Well, nothing. We did nothing. Yeah, we'll buy one. I mean, they're only a gil. This game's currency. That might be the last we'll see her. This is another song I like. I like this game soundtrack in general. Is a miss because, you know, because we just blew up the power plant, or at least one of the power plants. So let's fight these soldiers because we're awesome like that. No, machine guns do not stop Cloud. They could probably kill any other man, but not Cloud. Cloud is pretty cool. Boom. Yeah, maybe later. We're kind of, we don't need that much XP. Okay. No, Cloud never came. He might be killed. But, that sounds impossible. Oh, Cloud. In case you don't notice, one of the characters, two of the characters' names are Biggs and Wedge. Star Wars references, which has been a recurring theme in the Final Fantasy series since, I think, 6. So, a little fun fact. And Mr. T is a bit mad. But hey, it's Cloud. Unstoppable badass. Oh, Jesse, you care about me so much. Totally gonna be a big recurring character throughout the rest of the game. Not like that flower girl, of course. Let's just chillax on this train. Oh. No, I don't want to go there. Oh, it's the #1 reactor. I thought it was 7. That's our sector that we'll mostly be in, but, whatever. So I talked to Barrett, or Mr. T, who hates us. There's Biggs and Wedge. So what you think of the bright future ahead of me? I'm gonna say, don't hold your breath. Yeah, it's pretty harsh. I'm a pretty blunt person. Let's talk to Jessie. Let's talk to the obvious best girl in all Final Fantasy VII. So, the city's name is called Midgar. It is quite frankly one of my favorite design cities ever. For one thing, it's really big in scope. So the big idea with Midgar is that the whole city is practically on this plate, divided into sections. And the upper sections are basically for the rich and well-off, while below the plate is the slums. And that around the city of Midgard, there's power plants, which suck up energy from the ground to power the city. I just think the city in general looks really cool. The city doesn't have any day or night. If that plate weren't there, we could see the sky. This is like what my, yeah, basically Midgard is a floating city. Except, you know, it's supported by pillars, so it's not really floating. Basically, you know, this is just establishing what I said earlier, you know, the rich can only live on top. The land below is slums and all of that. So this is one of my favorite cinematics. Just look at the scale of the city. I mean, all of those little blocks or buildings. They just established that Midgard is this huge city. Don't worry, there's more to the game other than Midgard. There's like a giant world map. But, I mean, the part of Midgard, the beginning of the game, takes, you know, a while. It's like the most memorable section. Yeah, and then, we're supposed to go right, but, left. This train graveyard. We'll be back here. Spoiler alert. And, this is, this little gated off section is actually the main pillar holding up Sector 7. And I think this guy is going to say it. Yeah. I mean, just look how huge this thing is. Yeah, there's like 150 save slots in the PS4 version of the game. In the PlayStation 1 version of the game, there's only 3. Heh. You want to meet our little baby? Yeah, sure. Don't act like you know what I mean. I'm telling you. Telling me what? Whatever. Just go talk to the people. Yeah, they're very cranky. I thought you know what they mean. Did you hear? Now what? Oh, what? That there was a terrorist attack? Well, I don't care. Because I committed it. Okay, go on ahead. Whatever. Papa! So, this person, did you fight with Mr. T? Yeah, I did. Yeah, you should have known. He's always pushing people around. Tifa. I think she's okay. So, you know... Oh, cool, flowers. Yeah, the flowers I bought. We could give it to Tifa, you know, to express our love or like for her or whatever, but we're not. We're giving it to the little girl. Because Cloud's a dick like that. I guess she wouldn't be a dick. So Tifa is like Little Miss Badass. I'm a roly-poly. Yes, you are, Wedge. And then... sure, we'll have a drink. So let's talk to Tifa. Or not. Okay, there he is. So, Marlene is Barrett's daughter. We'll get into Barrett's backstory and all that later. But, yeah, Barrett's one of my favorite characters in the game. And his dedication to Marlene is one of the reasons why I like him. He's also just a badass. I love his design. I like his dialogue. And hey, look, a secret passage. So let's sit down. So let's... Yeah, give me something hard. Oh yeah, you're totally going to be out of here. And whatever. Tifa, you do something else. You also are gonna be talking. So Soldier, in all caps, is basically Midgar's army elite fighting force. There's more to the army than just Soldier, but, you know, they're the top dogs. Hopefully we don't encounter one of them. Hey, hell, hopefully none of them is like the main villain of the game. I doubt it. But you know, fuck Soldier. We're working for Avalanche. Staying with Shinra. And I guess one more thing about this lore is that, the owners of Midgar is by a company called Shinra. And Shinra is basically evil corporate conglomerate number 472. Tifa, what the fuck are you doing down here? What did I tell you? Stay upstairs. You know, Cloud doesn't care. Cloud doesn't give a shit. He's like the honey badger. I don't really care. I am a terrible person, Wedge. You're a terrible person. And so let's go. So, you know, Tifa's begging Cloud to join Avalanche for realsies. Instead of, you know, doing this mercenary work. You're going to walk out ignoring your childhood friend. God, I fucking hate the childhood friend trope. It's one of the reasons why I'm not exactly huge on Tifa. It's because she's kind of like one of the more cliched characters in Final Fantasy VII. Do you remember what happened 7 years ago? With the well? Yeah, back then. I thought you would never come, and I was getting a little cold, because, you know, Tifa is a bitch and is not punctual. So, you know, here's Cloud as a pouty little kid. Leaving for Midgar. It's kind of funny that you see this pouty little kid, like, he doesn't look any more than 12, wanting to join the freaking army. Shinra's propaganda machine must be huge. But no, he wants to be the best. Just like Sephiroth, I'm pretty sure he's not important. Yeah, you know, Sephiroth, who cares? I probably won't even be able to come back, yeah. I'm ever in a bind, will you come and save me? What? Oh, you know, if I'm, you know, a damsel in distress because of my gender, will you be like Mario or a knight in shining armor and rescue me? Because I can't do anything right on my own. So do you remember our promise? Well, you know, he's not a hero. But, I mean, he did achieve his childhood dream. Maybe. Oh, did I say too much? So come on, you gotta keep your promise. Look at Barrow just climbing up like he's a monkey. So promise is promise. And we got money. 1,500 gil. And that is the introduction of Final Fantasy VII, one of the best games of all time. And I think at this point, as we just woke up for another day of bombing power plants, we're going to be stopping right here. We've been playing this game for a while. And I'll pick up as soon as I can get back to it. Thank you, people, for joining me on this stream. I will see you next time.